All right, Brad Leone, I've got a new project for you. This is fermented jackfruit. You ready? Oh my God. Oh God. How's it going, everyone? Today we're cutting open this jackfruit and we're gonna try fermenting the flesh of the fruit and see what happens. This one was $1.50 a pound. It was a 20-pounder, pretty hefty. So it cost about $30. A few notes on the ripeness of this. I bought it when it was a little bit green. It was mostly yellow, but a little bit green. And just in 2 or 3 days, it's gone completely brown and there were fruit flies around it. So I figured I'd get around to cutting it open. So they do ripen really quickly once they get going. All right, so let's go ahead and cut it open, see what's inside. Rotten and work. That's wild. Okay, so I've seen pictures of some jackfruit that have a bunch of this stringy stuff in them, and then some of them are mostly fruit, and this one looks like it's mostly fruit, and that was something I was really worried about when I bought this one. It's actually got a pretty big chunk of this white flesh on the inside that isn't edible from what I understand. But one thing you might want to look up is these seeds are edible. You can boil them, and apparently they taste like macadamia nuts, so I might try that. They're protein rich. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do now is run the knife underneath this fleshy part so that we can get to the fruit easier. Okay, so now I'm going to manhandle it for a minute and try to separate the fruit from the pulp and from the seeds. And I'm going to separate the seeds. I'm going to cook up the seeds, see what they taste like. And the flesh, again, I'm going to ferment in here. So we'll come back when I have everything separated out. See you in a second. All right, so we're back. It's been like 30 minutes and 2 people's worth of work. Thank you to my lovely assistant. We have this huge bowl of fruit. It's pretty heavy, maybe 3 or 4 pounds of fruit. And then this bowl of seeds, maybe 2 or 3 pounds of the seeds. And then these 3 big bags of all the garbage that we can't eat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pack this jar right here with this jackfruit, and I'm gonna put a splash of my ginger bug in there. It's just a ginger beer. This has just been fermenting for maybe a week. The fermentation really hasn't taken off very much, but all it is grated ginger, water, and a little bit of sugar. With the seeds, I have a pot of water boiling behind me. I'm gonna throw the seeds into the pot of boiling water, see what we can do with those. But right now I'm gonna focus on the fermentation side of things. And so I'll show you what the jar looks like when I'm done there. All right, so we have our jackfruit with a little bit of ginger bug. I did once I packed the jackfruit down, it was about half of the ginger bug and then half water. So hopefully this ferments. We'll come back when it's fermented. So see you in a second. All right, so I packed this jar at about 9 p.m. last night. This morning at about 10 a.m., I cracked it open and bubbles came up. So it's already pretty active. I closed it again, and then now it is 4 p.m., so we're gonna see what happens. You ready? Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it's going. Okay, I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna let this sit for, actually, let me try a piece. Much juicier, much sweeter. Isn't sour at all, doesn't taste alcoholic at all yet. But I'm gonna let it sit probably another 3-4 days. We'll see. And I'll come back then. Okay, this thing is going wild. It's only been like 3 days. It's going crazy. Can you listen? You hear that? It's going crazy. Oh, and it smells so good. Okay, that was a lot worse than I expected. Okay, it's all on the couch. It's fine. That's really good. It's like, it tastes like the jackfruit, but a lot juicier. The jackfruit that I got is the fruit was a little dry, but it was still really flavorful. Now it's a little bit more acidic. There's like a little bit of carbonation in the fruit. It's a little less sweet, but it's really, really good. It's still just as flavorful. Smells crazy. It might be a little bit of an alcoholic ferment, so might need to go easy on eating the fruit during the daytime, but you know, at night you can get down to it. Yeah, so I think this is definitely a success. The only thing that ferments close to this fast is maybe pineapple. Every time I've made pineapple kombucha, ferments super, super fast, like twice as fast, you know, 3 days compared to a week. This, how long has it been, Maddie?
2.5 days.
2.5 days. This has been fermenting for 2.5 days. I inoculated it with a little bit of my ginger bug, admittedly. But there might be, I don't know, I like giving a head start to ferments just because it feels a little safer. You know, you're not growing botulism, or at least you're pretty sure you're not growing botulism. That's the fermented jackfruit. Thanks for watching.